Taxi Vlog 325. It is the morning of the 4th of October. It's a Saturday morning. You can see I'm not in the taxi. No, the taxi didn't break down or anything. I just forgot the camera at home. And here it is exactly where I forgot it. I didn't bring it to work, so I didn't make the vlog at work. So I'm making the vlog here. And what a week it was. Let me pour myself a drink. There, that's as good a place to start as any. Clear my throat a little bit. Wet my whistle. Good stuff. Okay, well, hopefully my voice will be better, clearer. Although I think there's something wrong. I got something in my throat, maybe. I don't know. Monday, came out to work. It was slow. I think I had 2 or 3 trips by 10 o'clock when I called Cindy. And it kind of dragged on, and I did a fair amount of reading and watched some YouTube videos, and by the time it was the wee hours of the morning, I had about $150 on. I'm going, this is not good. Fortunately for me, at 4:30 I had a time call. And that time call went to the airport. And when I got back into town, nothing happened. I just went and parked it. Tuesday night was the same thing. It was dead slow at the beginning, and it was pretty quiet as the night went on. In the morning, I had about $150 on, and at 4:20 I got sent to an apartment building, which was the same apartment building I got sent to the day before. It was another customer from another apartment. That one also went to the airport. Dirty glass. Yeah. Yuck. Dirty glass. So that went to the airport, and as I was coming back into town, I got another fare. I got another call. And I got in front of the house, and I called the guy's number, and he came out after about several minutes. And he gave me an address to go to. So I was picking my route, taking the most direct way to where he was going. And he says, I got to get some coffee. And I say, well, we'll be going right past the 7-Eleven store. Would that be okay? He says, no, it has to be Tim Hortons. Okay, Tim Hortons, it has to be. And so I told him, that's going to be a bit of a detour. He says, I don't care. I want Tim Hortons. Okay. We got to Tim Hortons. The guy went in, and he said he was going to get a sandwich or something. And he ended up getting a sandwich, but it took like a long time. It took about 7 or 8 minutes till he got, meanwhile, the meter's ticking. And then we were on our way to our destination. And we're going down the road, and he says, I got to get smokes. There's a gas station on the corner. I say, yeah, but it's not open yet. It's 5:30 in the morning. They're not going to be open. And he says, well, what about the next gas station down the road? No, that's not going to be. That's not going to be open either. Anyway, we ended up having to go to a store which was past his destination to get cigarettes. So by the time he got cigarettes and got back to where his destination was, he ended up covering $30 worth of cab fare, and the ride would have been about $15, $16 had we just gone straight there without any stops and without any detours. So I had $55 from the airport run, and I had another $30 from this guy. Good way to end my night. So I came out on Wednesday, and it was so hard to make money. I was not getting any longer trips, and the space between trips was too long. I waited too long between trips. And I ended my night, just to give you an idea how bad it was, I was sent to the Denny's restaurant to pick up somebody who wanted to go to her bank, which was basically in the shopping mall across the street. And she wanted to go to the bank in the shopping mall across the street from Denny's, get some money, and go back to Denny's. Are you kidding me? Basically a fare across the street, through the parking lot, back through the parking lot, and back to where she started. I had an even worse one on Thursday night, which went to the pub. I got sent to the pub, the Tally Ho, and they went to Denny's. And Denny's was like 2 doors away from the Tally Ho, but they had to get a cab from the Tally Ho to go to Denny's. Fortunately, I had the same people later on in the morning. This would have been Friday morning, Thursday night. And they went a bigger distance than just the pub to Denny's or Denny's to the pub. They ended up going home. But, I had 1 or 2 good fares on Wednesday night. But it ended up that after I had paid my lease and my fuel, I took home a grand total of $40. So far, my week, the best night of the week was Tuesday. Now, Thursday came along, and Thursday was about like Wednesday, although a little better. You could feel it was a little better. It was a little better, but because the lease on Thursday is more by $15 than the lease is on Wednesday, I ended up making maybe $10 or $15 more for myself than I made on Wednesday. So you know how I was saying just a week ago that, I hope things keep on going the way they are. I was making $800 or $900 a week. This week I was $400 down from that. The Friday I came out, and I think I sat for 10 or 15 minutes. Got my first call. Got my second call. Got my third call. Connecting. It's doing okay. I had $100 on by 9 o'clock. Well, that's wonderful. I was on target for having 200 by midnight. Well, somewhere around 10 o'clock, things slowed down a little bit. And I sat for 45 minutes at one time or something like that. And then I had a call that went downtown, and that was good, and I was going downtown. I was coming back out to the part of town where I work, and I was sent to the McDonald's. Now, at McDonald's, I picked up these two characters. I don't know, there was something not right about them, but one was a young man. He had a strangely large head for the size of his body. He had sort of curly dark hair. He had a goatee. And he said he's going to James Bay. Liquor store. I said, you mean by Simcoe and Menzies kind of thing? He says, yeah. So then, and the older guy, there was an older guy. This guy was young. He was like around 20 or so, maybe younger. And the guy in the back was about 60. And the guy in the back had a couple of things he put in the trunk. The guy in the front, the younger guy, had a big duffel bag. And he took it with him in the front. I don't know why. Anyway, as we're driving along, the guy in the front was talking gibberish. I didn't understand what he was. It was nonsense talk, what he was saying. It's not good. I thought, this guy is tripping pretty hard. He's not making any sense at all. But I figured the old guy in the back was more down to earth, more normal. And we're driving along, and we get halfway to James Bay, and we're entering downtown, and the guy in the back says, I'm going to get out at Burger King. You guys continue on. Okay, got him out at Burger King. We continued on. And as we're heading further down, the guy is just babbling nonsense, and it's not making any sense, and he would say something, and he'd say, right? I said, I don't know. I don't understand you. He said, well, it's like this. And then he'd say something and something and something and something like this. Understand? I said, no, I'm sorry, I don't get it. Guy was talking like he was retarded and making up words. It was almost like talking in tongues. I got him down to Menzies and Simcoe. And I said, is here okay? He says, yeah, fine. So he's sitting there, and he said, his pills are my pills. I said, I'm sorry, I don't understand. His pills are my pills. I'm going, I don't get it. He opens the door and yells out to this guy who's eating some M&Ms. Your pills are my pills, he says. So the M&M guy and this girl who's with him come to the car, and he says, the guy in the car says, your pills are my pills. Oh, you want some, says the guy. Yeah. So he gets some. And he says, so you're taking this cab? And the guy with the M&Ms says no, and then the girlfriend says, no, we're not taking your cab. We can't afford a cab. We're walking downtown, they said. And the guy inside said in the cab said something like, well, no, you take this cab and then you pay. He was trying to get them to take over the cab and pay the whole fare. And I said, no, that's not how it works. That you pay me now. If these people want to take my cab afterwards, that's fine with them. That's fine with me, but you have to pay me now. No, my brother's paying. He paid the cab, my brother. I said, okay, where's your brother? He's at his house. So take me there. And I said, okay, where's the house? You know, the house where my brother lives. Take me there. I said, you have to tell me where it is. It's where my brother is. And he went on like this. So you don't have any money to pay? No, my brother's paying. And where's your brother? At the house. What's the address? Where's the house? The house where my brother is. You know, take me there. No, I'm not taking you anywhere. You know, and the people outside the cab are doesn't make any sense to them. They want to walk downtown. They don't want to take a cab, and they don't want to pay this guy's fare. And rightly so. Why should they? He should pay his own fare. So it got to the point where I just said, look, I'm tired of wasting time with you. Get out. Fare at $15. Just go. Get out of here. I don't want to see you no more. Fucking idiot. I was kind of angry. It took me a couple hours to completely get that out of my system. And I was telling every other customer I had for a couple hours what a jerk I'd picked up. Then, later on, I pulled into the parking lot where I often pull in. And a friend of mine pulled in too. And he asked me how it was. And I said, well, it was okay. Except for one raging asshole. So, bunny. See the bunny. Back there. The bunny on the ground. Look at her. There she is. No matter how bad a night I've had, these little babies cheer me up. And he said, yeah, I had an asshole too. I said, well, what happened? He said, well, I picked this guy up in front of the bar downtown, and he wanted to go to Canadian Tire. Which one? You know, the Canadian Tire near my dad's house. Well, which Canadian Tire is that? The one where my dad's house is close to. Where's your dad's house? Near the Canadian Tire. And I said, well, was this guy kind of young? Was he slight of build? Did he have a goatee? Did he have curly dark hair? Did he have big eyes for the size of his face? And was he carrying a tan duffel bag? Yeah, said my friend. I said, well, we had the same asshole. At least he ended up taking the guy for a few blocks and got $5 for his trouble. I took the guy for a $15 ride and got nothing. Fucking asshole. So then, a couple hours after that, I was pretty drained. And you know, after midnight, the night didn't get any better. It sort of petered out. I think by 1 o'clock, I had a couple $100 on. It took me till after 3 to get a third 100 on, and I didn't make it anywhere near $400. Yeah, I got to about, I don't know, 3:30 or so. And the night just died. Nothing happened anymore. So, my best night was Tuesday. The whole rest of the week was about $400 less than the week before. And I had to deal with that fucking asshole. And you know what? He left 2 broken cell phones and a condom on the seat. I didn't realize that was there. I just kicked him out. I wanted him gone. Then when the next customer came in, he saw these 2 broken cell phones and a condom on the seat. Yeah, I finished the night. I'm drained, I'm exhausted, I'm tired. I'm sick of this week. I don't think it will get any worse because there's another bunny. There's another bunny back there, back there. There she is. And this one, oh no, she's not there anymore. But I can see a bunny. They just make everything wrong right. Pets are amazing that way. And she's just sitting in the cage there, just jumping on some hay. Look, she's looking up. Where was I? Yes. Tired. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pour me some of the good stuff. I'm gonna pour me some of this good stuff right here. Because after a night like the one I had, that's what you need. Thank heaven for single malt Scotch whiskey. I know yours was probably better than mine. But right now, with rabbits and with whiskey, mine's getting a whole lot better. Cheers.